It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Texans and the Chargers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 79 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert back to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. On first down, they run with Howard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The numbers for Howard a week ago, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Texans hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's caught by Ware. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. And Stroud now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pratt. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Herbert running left off the option. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Howard up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a third and 1 situation. Here's Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stroud sets up the play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Stroud. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll run on first down. McKee taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Texans will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. They go counter with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. The It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. On first down, here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Howard. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. On second down, it's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, it's Stroud. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Second and a couple. As Stroud now to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This taken in at the goal line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Stroud working out of the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on third down, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again to Howard up the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Howard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On the handoff, this is Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Stroud. He finds his man complete. It's Hampton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The throwing again is Stroud. Complete. This is Mitchell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. A give to Howard. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, McKee. 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running from the gun with Howard. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Stroud to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Trying the right side with Howard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Pratt. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. McKee. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now. McKee looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 17 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. A very important extra point there. Up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Stroud and the Texans down by 1. A little under 2.5 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Stroud to throw it. That's caught by Ware.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Stroud. And this one's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Without that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers, trailing by a touchdown. 1:07 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here's second and a yard. Now Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Pratt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Herbert to throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple points.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And they run the option on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. First throw in overtime for Herbert, and that is incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First throw of overtime, Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Now Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Stroud now to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
First down, Texans.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd down and 4. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A shotgun snap to Stroud. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end,
Down. Check go. Here we go. Here we go. Get up. Let's go. Ready. Set up. Go. Let's go now. Hut, hut. Set. Ready, ready. Ready, set. Ready. On the ready. Hut. Got it. Ready? Check go. Okay, break. Get up. Here we go. Shot. Ready. Come on, come on. Set. Go. Ready. Hut, hut. Ready? Ready, ready? Okay, ready? Ready? Set. Hut. Ready, ready? Set, go. Ready, ready. Set up. Down. Ready. Ready. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Set it. Hut, hut. Ready. Let's go now. On the set. Ready, ready. Set. Ready. Here we go. Set. Come on, come on. Set. On the double. Hut. Ready? Set, go. Ready? Set up. Set up. go, here we go. Ready? Let's go. Shut up. Let's go now. Set. Ready. Here we go. Set. Huh. Come on. Set. Ready, Ready! Ready! Set! Ready! Huh. Set! Set go! Ready up! Hot go! Ready! Set up! Down! Ready! Ready, break! Set go! Here we go! Set go! Let's go! Hot it! Set it! Set it! Ready, set! Ready! On the ready! Go! Let's go now! Ready! Got it! Ready? Hot! Set! Hot! Here we go! Set! Set go! Come on! Set! Ready? Okay, break! Hot, go! Ready! Set up! Set! Ready! Set! Hut! Ready! Down! Go! Okay, ready? Set, go. Ready, ready. Set up. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Let's go. Go. Set up. Hot, hot. Let's go now. Ready, ready. 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 Set. Hut. Here we go. Set. Set, go. Come on. Set. Set up. Ready. Ready. Set. Ready. Go. Set. Hot, hot. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Down. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Hut. Let's go. Set, go. Ready. Set up. Set up. Ready. Let's go now. Go. Set. Hut, hut. Here we go. Set. Ready, ready. Come on. Ready. Ready. Hut. Set. Ready. Set. Set, go. On the set. Set up. Ready, ready. Ready. Down. Go. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Hut, hut. Set up. Ready, ready. Let's go now.